Kia ora, welcome to our journey around Aotearoa to 4 of 16 social sector trial sites. You'll be learning about what the social sector trial model is and hearing from people at a grassroots level about some of the amazing social outcomes. There are 5 ministries working in cross-agency collaboration with these communities: Ministry of Social Development, Ministry of Justice, Ministry of Health, Ministry of Education and the New Zealand Police.
The social sector trials came about because ministers wanted to give communities more say in the delivery of social sector services. The social sector trials at a national level created a framework. The most important aspect is that we allowed communities to actually make decisions, and as many decisions as possible within that framework.
So I often get asked about what the social sector trial is, and in Porirua it's about the agencies along with our local iwi Ngāti Toa, our Porirua City Council, working together to look at what the needs are of our community to help our people stay well.
I believe that the social sector trials is unique in that it takes a wider societal view of the issues, not just specific views, for example health, or education or justice. It looks at the broader determinants that affect change within those specific areas, and it gets the community on board to lead those changes.
For me, the trial's all about being a catalyst for change at a local level to really change the way that we as agencies do things for the benefit of young people.
I simply put it as a platform for community and agencies to work together on collaborative solutions.
So Kawerau is a fantastic town to live in. There are three main key things that make Kawerau as beautiful as it is. The 3 things are people, our people and our people.
I think the change that we've seen in the community through the trials is first and foremost is community confidence in leading issues that affect community. I think that's the number one barrier that is facing communities at the moment.
And what I really love about the Social Sector Trials program is that it's a partnership between government and communities. Is with the aims, dreams and goals that central government have, we were able to reach into small communities.
Okay, it's certainly noticeable from a police perspective. Since the start of the social sector trials, we've always had good individuals, but now we've got a really good team working for Kawerau.
The social sector trials have been very supportive in reducing the youth offending in Kawerau.
When we started, there were 54 kids who were out of education. Within 18 months, there were 0 sitting outside of education, and our mayor said that's the first time in the history of Kawerau that they've seen that.
There was one time where we had a client within youth services where both of his parents had committed suicide and he relocated to Kawerau. How this was helpful was because social sector trials were able to actually come in and help even give a full wraparound service, and we're able to communicate or network with other organisations in helping this client move forward.
As part of the social sector trials, we have two whare toa ki Kawerau come into our school, Tarawera High School. For the 2nd year in a row, they have delivered programs over 1 term. In terms of Maurako in particular. With that, the benefits have been our students achieving level 1, level 2 and level 3 NCEA.
A lot of the community feedback that we're getting is that they're seeing that the government are talking and listening with them. The second thing is that the government are confident for us to guide the process. And the third thing is that the community is seeing that we're also guiding where the resources are focused.
The social sector trials have ensured that we can be in the same room with other organisations at the same time and to discuss students that have got needs. It means we can develop an action plan, everyone knows what they're doing, and we can become very focused on outcomes.
I think the biggest intervention is getting all the government agencies sitting around the table with us is number one. I think you've asked probably the right mayor in New Zealand about that, because it is a great success in my community. I think it's something that really needs to be pushed right out across the country. There's so many other communities missing out on so much that could be very, very beneficial to them.
The key enablers are people, true of heart, who are willing to do all they can to make the positive change that we know that we're able to in our community for our community.
Welcome to Dunedin! The South Dunedin Social Sector Trial, which we renamed BASE, is targeted at young people, so improving outcomes for young people in relation to truancy, alcohol and drugs, training and employment and youth offending. So we're the first site in the country to have established a trial youth employment hub, which is providing a really youth-centric service and succeeding in getting a lot of young people off benefit and into employment or training.
Dunedin Youth Link is the first of its kind in New Zealand under the Ministry of Social Development, and we're extremely lucky that we can offer a service that is less processes and an environment that young people respond well to. We're very client-centric. We address the issues that the client presents us with, and we do it in a manner so that they feel comfortable, but also that they are responsible for their own job search and their futures. Dunedin Youth Link, for me, the most important thing was, I guess, just making a connection with young people, bringing our services to them in a way that they could, get access to help and support without so many barriers, I suppose.
We've had great support from a wide range of organisations, including government agencies, particularly Work and Income, a lot of the NGOs, particularly the alcohol and drug agencies, the council, so the Mayor's been a huge support for the social sector trial all the way through, and other agencies including Ngāi Tahu and the public health team and the DHB.
If you always do what you've always done, you'll always get what you've always got. I think the social sector trials has given us an opportunity to make a quantum improvement in the well-being of our young people, and in particular the number of young people who are unemployed, by giving people of like mind the opportunity to bring innovation to this whole area of young people and take fresh initiatives.
So the Youth Employment Hub is part of a wider programme of work which is around preventing young people from getting into unemployment in the first place. So we're working with schools, employers, Otago University and Otago Polytech to really identify the points at which young people leak into unemployment and put in place programmes and ways of tracking them and giving them career guidance at key points to stop them from becoming unemployed in the future.
Base Camp is a fitness-orientated program that helps unemployed people gain confidence and motivation to move forward into employment or education or training.
Rangatahi Fitness Leadership Program, where we have about 30 young people from 3 different schools. Some of them are at risk, some of them have issues at home, some of them are potential leaders. So the kaupapa around this program is all about values, goal setting, attitude, commitment. We have role models from our community come in, like the Highlanders and the Southern Steel, and talk about where sport can take them. So my big motto is kids in sport stay out of court, and we see this as a fantastic program running here in Dunedin.
The social sector trial in South Dunedin has been an awesome platform to motivate and inspire our young people at Bathgate Park School, and in particular the Aspire program, which is a collaboration with the University of Otago, where the young people at the university have mentored and helped motivate the young people within our school environment.
It's been great having Marianne come into Otago and Dunedin's social sector trial in South D, in terms of somebody that's neutral, coming from not one of the existing organisations. So there was a sense of somebody coming in for that real purpose of pulling us together rather than working on their own agenda and sort of working out where we fit.
The trials assisted us in targeting resources that we wouldn't normally have access to direct them in the way that best helps our community.
We've had great feedback from the community as a whole, and a lot of people have said to us that it's the first time they've seen such great collaborative working between different agencies with that focus on youth and being really youth-centric in terms of what we're doing.
Welcome to Porirua.
We have a health focus outcome and we cover the age group of 0 to 74. So the advantages of that is that we can actually target and look at the data which tells us which parts of the community need the health support, and then we target those areas.
So the provision of a nurse at court is a first for New Zealand courts, and it's been brought about by
the social sector trial and the interface between the court and that trial in Porirua.
Beyond the direct benefits of the trial, perhaps one of the best intangible results of the trial has been the depth of the relationships that have developed.
Being the lead of the social sector trial, having a great advisory group is key. It enables us to work together, it brings open and honest discussion to the table, it enables us to discuss the real needs of the community in a way that's safe and is actually reflective of the community, and it enables people to discuss things together that they haven't had the opportunity or the vehicle to use for the wellbeing of our community before.
It's the social sector trial has broken new boundaries. In the past, we had people coming together in a bureaucratic style. Now we've got people coming together with leadership and administration at the forefront and a whole lot of souls who trust each other, coming together to talk about issues of real concern to the community.
Since Te Puni Kōkiri's been a part of the Porirua social sector trials, we've been able to come around the table with other agencies to work in progress on actions for the betterment of the Porirua community.
The key enablers for the social sector trial to work are that there's actually dedicated resource to the coordination and that there is the buy-in across the agency, so having mandated support and having the goodwill across the agencies and working together to develop a plan with your community about what your community needs so that there's both agency buy-in and community buy-in to be able to participate in achieving the goals within our action plan.
The concept of hauora is absolutely crucial for children to have in order to engage successfully in education. And the social sector trial and the initiatives that they are sharing with the schools are providing enormous support for us to achieve that with our tamariki mokopuna.
The nurses in this area have been working hard with the children in all of the schools to increase their knowledge about themselves and looking after themselves.
We know that families have a lot going on in their lives, and we've tried for a long time to wrap services around families from multiple agencies, but the social sector trial is really truly the first time that I've seen that in action, where there is a real willingness to have health meet welfare.
The most significant change that's happened in Porirua because of the social sector trial has been the collaboration that now exists across the agencies. It creates the vehicle for that interaction and the discussion, and we personally know each other across those agencies, so we're able to have the discussions at both the individual level about how we help whānau, but also how we can work with policy and adjust policy to meet the needs across from a cross-agency perspective for the betterment of our community.
Welcome to Rānui!
I believe the trial has given Rānui a voice to come up with community solutions. One of those solutions and innovative ideas that we're looking at is decluttering the NGO space or the non-government organisation space so that we can develop better solutions that holistically work with our community.
The social sector trial has been really significant in that it's the combined mandate of a strong and talented community coming together with the mandate that the social sector trial brings of all the ministries, and that's a first here in Rānui. That's not happened before.
I know that the trial model has worked for Rānui as a community. As eloquently put by one of our community members just recently, was that he no longer feels like a lone ranger in the community, that people are working a lot more collaboratively.
Basically what it's helping the people in Rānui do is get involved. They've always been keen, they want to contribute, and the social sector trial is helping us to achieve that. So a good example of that is the Move It holiday program, where young people who have grown up through the program have come on and become leaders and now facilitating the program for the next generation of youngsters coming through.
So the social sectors trial has allowed us to identify the 20 or so kids that need work and help in the community, work with their families, identify their families, and then make a difference for them to get back to school and get back on a good pathway for the future there too.
The Rānui sector trial has been great. It's been a really collaborative effort between us and our local stakeholders in the community, including Youth Service West Youth Horizons, and it's about the young people, and it's been great to see because at the end of the day we come together to work towards good outcomes for young people.
And I'm here just to thank the Rānui Social Sector Trial for coming and
encouraging and supporting our community. One of the things that they did last year was an amazing day where one site came and about 60 volunteers turned up and tested all our children for eyesight, and so they were able to go and get glasses.
The willingness to come to the table together with open hearts, open ears and also open books has really made significant change for us here in Rānui.
The biggest thing I've noticed in Rānui as a community since the trial started was it has increased energy within community and government agencies to allow them to be creative and look for innovative solutions to old problems.